That was for Beck. He's going to play basketball. Shout out to the other member of FuqYoCouch. Getting blacker and blacker, y'all.
Blacker and blacker, man. What
getting
the
blacker
fuck
and
was
blacker,
that?
y'all. We gotta stop playing. We got 2 empty spots for drops.
I do. We do. We got it. We gonna get it. We gonna get it in there.
Technically, we got more than that because we can just move to another bank.
Yeah, because this our shit.
Can you
This
use
our
different banks?
Yeah.
On while you record and stuff.
Yeah, because all you gotta do is press that button up there and then.
Yeah, you can switch between banks while you're recording.
Yeah. Y'all.
Welcome.
We are back for another Talk Yo Shit Tuesday.
Which one was the call? Oh my god.
The purple one. He don't know what purple is, y'all. Slide it down a little bit. You know, just the volume. The volume. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a notch where I like it. And you see how that sounds? Don't that sound
still
better?
Clapping. We need
Exactly.
to edit that.
That's
Clapping
the
is
problem.
No, leave it going.
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody got time for that.
Episode 133.
Y'all be counting these motherfuckers?
Yeah, we be counting these
You
motherfuckers.
gotta keep
man.
up.
That's how you. That's how you prove leverage.
I agree. We ain't counted, but we got about that many, about 2 something.
Yeah.
But,
Oh no, y'all up there.
Yeah.
Y'all up there
Yeah.
for sure.
Come on.
Y'all, we are graced
Very graced.
graced with none other than FuqBurner. We just gonna let him do his own air horns for the rest of the episode.
I got you.
y'all.
I'm an air horn man.
We gonna let him do his own air horns.
Yeah.
None other than the legendary from FuqYoCouch.
From FuqYoCouch.
With his FuqYoCouch.
Finally got
shirt
one of
on.
them in the building.
We got one of them.
Right.
We ain't got the one that be fucking couches. But
Yeah, I'm not
Yes,
gonna say that.
hashtag fat booty burner.
Fat booty. There's no. No, I'm not gonna say that I ain't never fucked a couch. You know, my teenage years.
Listen, the teenage
not
hormones
gonna
be
lie.
jumping. So
yeah.
we
Some
all done
couches.
humped the couch.
Yeah,
to
some
pillows.
I have.
Like,
edge.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't squeeze some couch cheeks before, but you know, I've matured and now normal cheeks are within my grasp. But
You're accessible.
But I still look at couch cheeks sometimes like, I remember you, bitch.
You watch Big Mouth?
I do watch Big
Yeah,
Mouth,
yeah.
yes.
I understand everything.
All of it.
Right. I was like, damn.
That is hilarious.
All of
so
that shit.
funny.
Big Mouth is one of the
And
greatest.
human resources, both of them.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
You know I'm into all that shit.
I
I'm a
love
nerd.
adult cartoons.
Yes. Adult
Sorry.
animation, don't call them cartoons.
You're right. Adult animation.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You,
Well,
sir.
thank y'all for having me. First of all, everything
What
and
up,
then
DJ
some.
Chevy Red?
Oh, y'all, I appreciate y'all. Chevy Red, what's up to her?
Yeah, what's up to her?
Yeah, but yeah, go ahead. Yes, you wanted to ask something.
No, you were giving us congratulations for having
No,
you.
I was just
We wanted to tell you
appreciate
that we
y'all.
love you.
Y'all 133 episodes deep. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't nothing but a song.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
It shows consistency.
Consistency.
And it also shows you have people that enjoy your brand of entertainment. That's why I would
That's
always.
absolutely
That's why I always tell Sebek every time we finish a show, he was like, "Man, I think
no,
that show
because y'all
sucked."
do numbers. Y'all do numbers.
Do
Y'all
we?
do numbers.
Yes,
I need to-
yes.
I need to
Y'all
check
don't.
them.
You know what?
That's
No,
why
let me say
y'all
this.
don't be
No,
caring.
we
Y'all
can,
do
we
it.
can get into it.
Y'all
Go
do
ahead.
it. And
You
y'all
know what I
just be-
noticed every time? Because I didn't know how well it would go over the first time I ever heard of y'all like changing the time and the day and stuff like that.
Every other
And
day,
I was like,
every other
damn,
week.
they I don't want to say consistently
And still
change
keep
the
up.
time and day or anything like that, but I could safely say that whenever they go live, like they do this. They do numbers. Period. It's very consistent. It doesn't matter what time of day, what day that they go live.
That's a blessing.
Man, that is a blessing.
That is a
Y'all
blessing.
got real supporters and all that.
Hey,
I ain't gonna lie. I'm afraid to try it. I was afraid to try it when we moved to 7 on the same day.
He was nervous. Oh, wait a minute.
Right, I was
People
like,
are not going to tune in.
I don't know. They might not be awake.
The beauty of your fans is that they're going to find you.
Yeah, gonna find you.
And, you know, I appreciate folks. Like I said, so Beck,
what up, Martina?
Beck look at it.
He in the building.
At the end of a show, he'd be like, man, that show sucked. I was like, yo, we entertain people.
Right.
People just want to be entertained.
That's all they want.
They like the goofiness that we talk about. They like the tension that we have at times. Like we're stupid people that sit here and get high and kick it. So, you know, I appreciate all the love that we get. Honestly, I'm never, you know, above it. I think it's beautiful. And, you know, of course we want more, but what we got, it is what it is. And I love you know, there's some day ones that still with us, and there's some folk, we get new folks, and we make up folks too. You know, we always say we got like 15,000 people listening around the world. Hey, you know, we could be.
That's what it feels like.
It could be.
That's what it feels like.
We're not capping ish. It's fedoran.
No, because sometimes I be looking at the numbers and
you gotta
I be
fancy
looking
it
at
up.
the numbers and stuff they're doing. I just be like, damn, if all those people was in front of us,
right,
that would be a lot.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's.
And we wanted the show to be more mobile. That's why we were going to like try to fuck up more couches. But of course, it's hard to coordinate with people. But that was the goal of the show.
Yeah.
So, you know, but we got a nice Fuck Your Couch set up already. Like I said, we got to upgrade, but we still the worst podcast ever, so we might not.
The worst podcast
We
ever.
are, man. We're so low budget, everything.
Well, this collab was like long overdue.
Absolutely.
And it's not even, I don't
We
count
already
it as a
collabed
full
before
collab.
with Fuck Your Couch. They just be booked and busy.
It was a year ago. It was a year ago tomorrow, because tomorrow's my birthday.
Yep.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, now I'm really sad that you didn't say that. You just said whatever.
Jerry, you're fine. I'm so sad. Jerry, it's also, it's also a weekday, and I really don't drink much on weekdays. I mean, I smoke all the time, but drinking, I say that for the weekends. Honestly, I don't really get drunk on weekdays.
That's dope. I wish I had.
I mean, I only get drunk on Tuesdays at this point. And if I go out,
I only get drunk on days that end in day. Okay, that's the only time.
I forgot all about that shot.
What shot?
That we took for you at the listening party. Until I was watching the videos today, and I was just like, "Damn, when did I do a shot?" I was like, "That's probably what had me drunk."
Carla was definitely making sure everybody was drunk. That's Carla's duty when we getting drunk. Everyone needs to be. Carla's like,
shout out to Carla.
If you're not as drunk as me,
shout out to Carla.
Shout out to Carla. If you're not as drunk as me or drunker, she's gonna make sure.
Yeah,
that's dope. That's dope.
Since I brought it up, shout out to everybody that was at B-Side for Burner and VX listening party for horror stories.
That was beautiful.
Island of Misfits. It was fantastic. I'm glad I got my ass up out the bed and came.
A lot of people that said they was gonna come didn't come. That always happens. But those that did come, man, they saw that it was even the bartender came up to me, white guy, bearded white guy. You know, I don't know if you remember. He was like, "Hey, man, this was one of the coolest sets I've ever been to, man. I mean, the music was great, the people were great." So I'm assuming, shout out to my black people that tipped. I'm assuming they tipped.
Always tip the bartenders when you go somewhere. Always.
All my niggas tipped very well, so I was appreciative of that. And it was a vibe. That night was a vibe that was necessary, and that we're gonna probably try to keep going and in the future. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do those again.
I'm here for it.
Because we didn't want it to be a peacock show. We wanted it to celebrate Cleveland hip hop and the hip hop that we grew up on. And going, you know, the 90s and 2000s of us, you know, I'm an old man, so I'm part of.
I was about to say, how old are you?
Tomorrow I'll be 46.
Ooh.
I was born in 1976.
Don't look a day over 27.
I appreciate that.
Look,
Yeah, it's
I
good.
can't even imagine being
46?
46, fam. Like
I couldn't
I don't
imagine it
know.
that just made you finer.
Yeah.
Jerry,
That helps.
June 30th has passed. It is
Listen,
July.
I'm just saying.
Right.
So you had your chance.
I'm just-
You had 30 days, Jerry.
I was busy.
Not
in
you had your
June.
chance for
The
30
cycle
days.
goes back around the next
Yo.
June.
I got you next year. I got you next year.
That's the only permissible time, Jerry. 30
Lord
days.
have mercy.
No, but yeah, whatever I was talking about. That's probably what I was gonna say.
Talk to us about this album, man.
Island of Misfit Beats. Well, yeah, like I said, I've been doing.
I got one of the tracks
Aces.
that I enjoy a lot. I think I'm playing.
Which one is Goodbye?
Yeah.
That's a personal story.
Okay. All right.
It's about Carla.
Oh shit! Look at me!
She knows it.
Oh my gosh, she in the comments too.
Shout out to Carla.
Being
Carla.
I was gonna name that song Carla.
You should have.
I
give people nicknames.
Yeah. But I
He
decided
the
not to.
nickname king, man.
Don't say it like that.
Have I been nicknamed?
No,
No,
You burner.
You're burner.
I didn't know if there was gonna. I mean, I have people that call me Burn Ski, Burn Dude. You know, people call me all kind of stuff.
Only the
burner.
ones he's dick down.
Oh yeah, then I Burner. Oh Jerry.
There you go.
God, laugh. Oh my God.
Listen, I've been sick. I'm here. I'm fucking ready.
Oh, I was
I'm
not
fucking ready. Stop playing with me.
I was not ready.
I'm here.
I did every.
I bet you did. We here. Again.
Let me drink some water.
Yeah, you drink you some water.
I'm mad that Daryl co-signed your fat booty burner comment, but whatever.
Listen.
Darla saying the thickness.
We all see it.
There's no ass on me.
Oh,
Nah, that's a lie.
That's because you don't see it.
No women. Anyway. Anyway, Island of Misfit Beats. This is my third solo album rapping. This will be my fourth solo album as far as if you want to count my first album I came out with was kind of like an instrumental album that I had with a bunch of acapellas of industry people over my beats. I had called that Extreme Makeover Burner Edition. It's a very classic dope shit that I love, but you know, it was horribly mixed and it was back in 2006 or 7. So
Hey,
I call
happens.
that my first album.
That happens.
But then in 2009 and 10, back to back, I did two albums. The first one was called Burnt Out. Second was called Give It Up. And this is basically just me getting a lot of beats that I had out, getting a lot of stories that I had in my head because I'm not a rapper. I'm a producer first, but I like rapping. And so I have fun doing it and I'm goofy. So I was able to get it out in a way that I wanted to do with those albums. So that was that. And then I took a lot of breaks in those years between 2010. Like in 2013, the Noir classic album with me, Vidge, and San. I don't know if you heard Noir's album yet. You heard Noir?
I don't think so.
Noir the album is called Smoking with Cigarettes and Doing Hood Rat Stuff with My Friends.
Did y'all abbreviate that or y'all just...
Oh my God, that's an amazing
Smoking
title.
with Cigarettes is the bigger title, and Doing Hood Rat Stuff with My Friends.
Oh my
it's in
God!
parentheses.
Now I want to hear it just because of the title.
Yeah,
Love doing hood rap stuff with my friends.
That was me, Vidge, and San. At the time, this is 2013, so this is 9 years ago. At the time, the three of us were single, and all of us was going through some heartache. So we did a whole album about chicks.
Stop right there. I like that you highlighted the fact that all three of y'all were single at the same time, and y'all did that shit because I don't think anyone understands, like, as a creative, how more creative you are a little bit when you're single.
That's why I keep telling you I don't want to get in a relationship right now.
You know what? It is ill. When the times I've been in relationships, I did not create as much.
It stopped you.
I don't think it stops you. I just think you get distracted.
You put them before it.
And it stops you.
Not before it, and I don't want to say that neither.
No,
it's
I
just
was about to amend it too. Whatever you about to say, I was just about to say.
Yeah, like you don't really you don't put them before it, but it's like
you just reprioritize things, and it kind of gets back.
It's a list.
It gets backed up.
Yeah,
it's a list. It's an order.
Yeah.
It's an order.
Plus, being artist, you want other people to enjoy your art as much as you do. And a lot of times you don't feel like other people get it. So, you know, even a lot of times when I've been in relationships with, and a lot of women been very supportive, but I'll be sensitive about shit. If you don't think it's the fire song that you've ever heard, I'll be like, well, then no, then don't listen to it. So, and again, that's just me being the sensitive artist. But did the Noir in 2013, kind of took some breaks, did some R&B albums as far as produced for Will Blaze, and then I produced the
Shout out to Will Blaze.
Yeah, man. Crazy dope album. It's called Exposure.
Oh wow.
That came out in 2015. I produced that whole album, and then I produced Carlin and Kit's Arrogant Kit Warren's album. That came out 2 years ago. So, and in the midst of that, we've been trying to do a Noir 2 Electric Boogaloo album. But it kind of got, you know, COVID kind of stifled a bunch of shit. But
fucked up a whole lot of shit.
There's things in the works with that. But that, in the midst of that, is kind of how Out of the Misfit Beats kind of became something that I wanted to do, you know, because I was always festering about the beats that I had. Again, I'm very sensitive, and when I played these beats for my two buddies, San and Veg, trying to give beats for the new album, they was just turning down everything, man. Like, nah. And I'm like, y'all suck. So
I'm just gonna rap on it myself.
Well, it was basically
I appreciate it though, because I didn't know that you knew how to rap. So
well, a lot of people, because I'm not a rapper.
Yeah, because he hit me. He was like, "Well, you know, did you listen?"
I thought it was just going to be beats.
It was just going to be all beats. And I was like, "No, he's rapping on it. Like he's literally rapping on it." He was like, "No, I didn't know.
Me making beats. I know you're a producer." So I was in the car. I got off work and I was going to get some food from the Gas USA. That's by Open Pit because they're the only ones who be open late in the city. Yeah. And
shout out to the Essential.
Right.
I think it was the BNU song, the song I used on the reel and stuff today. I was like, when I heard it and it was going, that was the first. I was just like, oh, he's rapping. And then it was like 2-3 tracks after that. That's when I was like at B-side where I touched it. I was like, oh, hold on. He keep rapping.
Yeah.
So like it was nice, and I felt transported. Like I felt like I just took back in time where that feeling of music was going, and it was just like, oh, this is dope, because this was not what I was looking for or thought I was gonna get when I listened to it.
That's what's up. And I want everyone to have a feeling Jerry had.
Absolutely.
You should.
I want them to tingle inside, because that looked like a tingle he had.
Absolutely.
He said, oh my God.
No, like I really was.
Jared be over here tingling.
I be having whole moments because y'all so dope to me, because I'm new to everybody.
Yeah.
So this be pure excitement, like, because y'all are amazing, but y'all been out here doing it. Like all y'all, when I come across, I was like, damn, I had no idea.
That's the thing that I've been trying to, and that was probably a big part of the show that we did, because we've been doing it, but nobody knows. And it's because it's been a movement that kind of been, it ain't been exposed like it should be. So I'm trying to give more exposure to the good music that comes out of Cleveland, because there's a lot of it. And I'm just blessed that I'm a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Man.
So, I mean, I can keep going. So this album.
Keep going.
I was trying to get to why I made this album. Go ahead. Again, with all the songs that they was discarding, I just was like, okay, I'm just going to put a bunch of beats together, and I was going to put out an instrumental album, called it, and I already had the title, Out of the Misfit Beats. It's just going to be instrumentals of songs that niggas discarded. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want this, I'm going to give it to the world. And then a buddy of mine, Jack Burton. Oh yeah, I did co-produce this album too. Buddy, shout out to him, Jack Burton. He's a dope MC and a writer, and he would come over and like hear these beats, and he wants all of them. Let me get that beat. And I'm like, no, you cannot have all of my beats.
All of them, right?
But then but we would like do little silly freestyles and come up with little stupid concepts, and then it was
the dude that's on Timeless and MLC?
Yes, it's Jack Burton. He's an amazing MC. He has an album out that me and Sam produced called Self-Awaited.
Well, now I'll make sure
so that's on all the platforms too. So if you want to check out some other music. But anyway, he started rapping. I started, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what, man? Maybe I could use him as far as like his excitement for these beats. His excitement to rap over them gave me the excitement. And so he actually helped me co-write a lot of these songs and made it because I wanted to do it in a short amount of time, and he's a quick writer and I was a quick concepter. So I was like, here's the concept, let's write. You know what I'm saying? And we just back and forth with each other, certain shit he'd say, I'd say, and then we just made it happen. So the rapping part came organically. It was going to be an instrumental album. I started feeling myself, and I was like, you know what?
Well, I'm glad you did.
No, that's dope.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
It's very inspirational.
Talk your
I appreciate
shit
that.
at all
At the same time,
times.
like,
It's okay to,
The feedback
let
I've been
these
getting
niggas
has
know.
been very similar. Like people have been like, "This is a refreshing album."
It's
like
very
this is,
refreshing.
Yeah, like
and I like that.
it's just rapping.
Along with beats, like I think I was so focused in on the beats or whatever
Right.
that I like the first time I heard it.
Mm-hmm.
I was very much focused in on the beats because, it's called the Island of Misfit Beats. It's just me putting myself there. Like that's just me. I will focus in on the beats and then the rapping. So the second time around, I wanted to listen to it as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not listening for your raps solely,
Right.
but like all of it together. I really enjoyed it. It was very refreshing. I think that was the word. I couldn't find the word. I couldn't find that word.
Yeah.
At that time. But yeah, refreshing is the word.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
and that's
go-
humble.
That's dope.
Listen
and it's
to it.
again, it's very
Go listen to it. Available on all streaming
inspirational
platforms.
to me right now.
Well, that's what's up,
We're gonna
man.
play some tracks for it during Unmentionables. What up, Deb in the building? Did you still in Chicago? How was that?
Numbers. Lord, what has happened in the world?
A whole
I've been
lot.
gone.
Yeah.
I was sick, y'all. I thought I was dying. That shit
Well,
was
you're
up.
not-
You had
you are
COVID. You had
here.
COVID 22.
I did not have COVID.
I'm thankful.
I'm
I'm so thankful my
not have
friend
COVID.
is feeling better. And
Hey,
I'm still a COVID virgin, and
people-
you know what?
why
Go
people
star.
treat COVID?
Go star.
People treat like if you say somebody got COVID, it's like you tell them they got roaches or something like that. Like, they're like, no, I
Because
did
that's how
not.
because I did
No.
not. I did.
it's like
I
did
just
not-
had a tickle in my
Yeah, which
throat.
is crazy because it's something that everybody can get, which is funny.
No shade
Roaches.
to anybody who's had it, but I ain't never had it.
Just got back. Numbers remain. I made it out
good.
day
I'm
before
good.
the incident. I'm grateful, Rebecca. Hi.
Would you
The
like to-
incident. What incident? The shooting that happened? Is that the incident?
Listen, we
that
don't
was in
get, we don't get into
Chicago?
all of that. We just
I
go
didn't know
slow
that was in
roll.
Chicago.
Oh, the Akron one.
Yes.
There's a local shooting.
It was the Akron
Yeah,
one, but then
and the
there was
local-
one with the little white boy.
Because I was talking to Deb.
Yep.
I had asked her about Chicago. Well, I'm
She was
glad
there?
They went to the Black Expo convention.
She was
that
there at
it? She said they left the day before.
Oh, thank God. Woo. All right, y'all.
Well, shout out to you. And that's that God's timing, that touch. Y'all got out.
Go home.
Shout out to the Skin District.
That's why I don't be
What is
going
the skin
outside.
district? That sounds hinky.
It's
Let's talk
it is
about
not kinky.
Let's talk
That
about
sounds
the
It
skin
is
district.
not kinky. The Skin District is a local Cleveland company that is owned by children with their two mothers. We just had them on the podcast. They make everything organically. They have 2 locations now because they have opened up a second one since they've been here.
Oh shit.
They have one in Mineral and the other one is it like on Larchmere or something?
What's it
like
called again?
that? Skin
Skin
District. They also have a website.
They used to be called Pretty Girl Pout.
They used to be called Pretty
And
Girl
what
Pout.
is their product?
Soaps, lotions, face masks, face scrubs, all organic, handmade, anything
That's
you would
what's up.
need. They got it for you, and it worked fantastic.
And the little
It
girls
is
that
on
basically
Larchmere.
run it, like they are very skilled and they know exactly, like they diagnose your skin. Like
Wow.
they look at you and be like, you could use.
I would think that was a marketing tactic. Like I've had people look at me like, "You look
Nah, but they
dehydrated.
know
You need to try
exactly
this
what they
new
be
water."
talking. Listen.
No, because no lie, that turmeric soap's still my favorite. And that oatmeal bar, I started using my 24 karat bar.
You know what I noticed?
10.
Do you know what I noticed though that get niggas? All you got to do is combine a food with something else.
Not a food,
and it's all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I had a cucumber lotion with my with my asparagus spray. Like just because a fruit or a vegetable was added to the ingredient don't make it better. Yeah, I had an orange peel, man. Like. You don't know what was on that orange peel. You know what I'm saying? I knew a chick that wouldn't wear deodorant but just use lemon, like rub lemons under her arms. I was like, bitch, you musty.
As fuck. No.
Lemony musty.
Lemony musty.
Yeah, you smell like a musty lemon. That's like you really fucked up the smell of that lemon.
Okay, Lav and Deb, if you're still watching, I started using the deodorant.
Okay.
I still want some Dove spray because it works, but it don't work good enough. I don't want to ever. For you. It don't work good enough for me.
Now, Let me also add. I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to shout your block out.
What's my block? Shout it out. It's Talk Your Shit Tuesday.
You're right. Okay. You buy clinical strength.
Oh
yes.
Jerry has clinical strength skin.
Boom. So
I work in a factory.
You guys,
okay.
I'm not about to just
listen to me.
You think Jerry gonna be? I look a mess at work, but I ain't gonna be.
But you see where I'm going at? You're like,
he does next level.
Yeah,
like he needs lava.
He has to buy clinical strength deodorant for him. Lava. He thinks that. I don't know. This
nigga soaps come from Kim.
I never smelled
Kim companies. But like he gets vats. They don't come from the store.
That's good. I don't need nobody else to smell me. It's myself.
Shit come in a white box.
I can smell some like
and a white box.
That shit white as fuck.
Warning label on it.
Right, like nothing else. There's no Dove. There's no wings. There's no nothing.
His mascot is a skull and crossbones. Don't keep out of reach of
it means we not fucking around.
We're not fucking around though.
Listen, whatever you're using has worked because you don't stink.
Thank you.
That's all I'm trying to say. But then I also want to, he uses clinical strength.
My everyday use
is clinical strength.
Yeah, but no, the Skin District. I'll use them for the everyday out and about and stuff. But when I'm going to work, I'm still going to use my Dove.
Maybe I got to try it because
it works.
Hey, you are
I don't want it to work.
Okay, your conditioning has been conditioned. Even your conditioner is conditioned.
Clinically strong.
Clinically
strong. It's the strongest.
Conditioning
clinically
is conditioned.
Listen, I'm just saying.
Your conditioning, man.
I ain't about to say Jerry out here musty. Where? When?
You know what though? Musty is a mentality though. You know why? Because here's the thing. It's only musty in reference to what you're used to smelling.
Well, that's
number
true.
one. And number two, if you already think that you're musty, you only gonna be mustier in your mind. It's
musty is what must does.
So when you already think that you're musty, you're only gonna get mustier by thinking that you're musty.
Because you do understand the chemicals that we put on our bodies are not meant to be on our bodies.
This right? I know.
So we're masking our normal flora. However,
flora. Oh, he using the words. Yeah.
but I'm like you. I'm not gonna be funky.
I ain't gonna be funky.
Societal's idea of funky. I'm like, I pass. Yeah, because I've been in some rooms with folks who didn't care about Western deodorants.
Western,
and it's a lot.
And
Western deodorants.
It's a lot to inhale those scents, and you got to get used to that barrage of olfactory.
Listen, y'all see this nose
bullshit.
No.
So, but be funky, Jerry. Do you, man? Wear the African shit, man. And be funky. Does it make you feel very like natural when you wear they natural deodorant? Did it make you feel like not as pretty?
No, it don't make me.
He was like, I don't feel pretty with this deodorant out.
I feel fine. I just
not pretty. Oh my god!
I'm just saying, Jerry might like.
I can tell
I
the
need
difference.
My Dove.
Jerry likes the manly stuff.
Okay.
Also true. But it's a difference. That's all I know. Like when I'm out and about and I've used since I started using, because I definitely started using like after that, I was like, let me start using the deodorant because I'm out of the Dove anyway. And I was like, I'll start using it. And it worked. But when I'm at work and I'm actually working this day or feel like I need to work.
One day y'all gotta call Jerry when he at work and see what he be doing at work. Because he be doing the most at work. He literally be doing the most at work. I be tired watching him.
What kind of factory work do you do, may I ask? Can I say he works for a company that rhymes with?
Go away.
Rhymes with blah blah blah.
He's done. He is done. He's done. No, don't even unmute him. Laugh. Let's get to the RIPs.
Now he gotta run the board and shit.
No,
now he gotta run the board.
Yes, the mute. No.
Blah blah blah. Okay.
Oh, no, like
I didn't say the name. Anyway, yeah, man. I mean, if you're doing what you're doing, I get it. You might need, but you gotta understand the type of work you do is gonna cause funk. So be funk during the funk, and then defunk when you're done. Make sense? Hey, that was some James Brown science on you. I feel good. It's all chicken till you get down to the bone.
I mean, this is also facts, but no. It's ways to prevent it. That's all I'm saying, and I'm going to prevent it.
You'll take an hour shower to get rid of it. Trust
me. Listen,
hour shower.
He is the hour shower type. That's
not a regular shower. I've mastered a quick shower on Tuesdays for laugh. I still be late coming out the house.
For me,
you have a ritual. You have shower ritual.
Yeah,
you have to do.
I got to get the water to a certain temperature, nice and right. When I get in there, I gotta fill it. It has to come over me. I need to.
Everything's an experience.
It's a shower.
It's wash your ass and get.
No, it's not. It's a shower. That's the one moment in life where you're completely by yourself, the most vulnerable, everything at your most relaxed, like everything. No,
I've washed my ass for 40-something years. Okay, I give my mama at least the first 3. All I'm saying is, I get it, but
it's an experience.
Do you pay the water bill?
No,
that's why. That's why.
Now I'll tell you what.
As soon as that
everybody knows this about me. It's still the least expensive bill in the house.
See, we don't have to go here because I
use it the most.
What, the water?
Yeah, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Everybody know if you want to shower, get in there before Jerry. Because if Jerry take the shower 9 times out of 10, when he get out, it's not gonna be no hot water.
So you shower until the water starts getting cooler.
Yeah, it's a process.
He said, I'm going to take
you
30
keep
gallons.
it warm. You keep it warm while you going. You people who start off with the shower just scorching hot are insane.
The ones that get in the shower before turning it on, that shit is weird.
That's weird.
That shit is weird.
No,
that is weird.
I'm working myself.
I'm not outside.
Right, turn it on first.
Listen,
let it run.
Every time I take a shower, it's self-care. Every time.
I don't know nobody that gets in first and then turns the shower on. That's weird because you don't know what's about to come out when you turn that bitch on. Yeah, that is
psycho.
Weird. That is weird. That's like people who would pour their milk before the cereal. It's like that is weird, but it's also not.
Well,
weird.
I understand doing that on like if it's the second or third bowl.
If it's but the first bowl though.
Yeah, not the first.
You can't
bowl.
do that on the first bowl.
Can't do that on the first.
First bowl got to be cereal first.
Yeah, definitely, most definitely.
That's the rules.
Like most definitely, and I'm not even an avid cereal eater.
Yeah,
and that's real shit.
And that's a way for you to save on milk. And this was cereal talk.
Man, I used to dog cereal, man.
I did too.
With the same milk, just
yeah. Hey, you ever ate 2 different cereals?
In the same milk? Man, I was nasty like that. I was nasty as fuck.
I would want Golden Grams and Honeycomb.
Oh my god!
So those cereals got mixed.
Man, and when that shit run out, the cornflakes still.
And then you can do cornflakes in the sugar milk.
Just
and then
put it right in there. Put it right in there. Basic Core, Special K.
My favorite cereal is cornflakes.
I don't care what's available.
Yeah.
I was nasty like that, man. Just same milk, just. All Saturday morning crunch, for hours, like straight.
Raisin Bran Crunch is delicious without the raisins. I meticulously will pick every single raisin out of my bowl.
Man, with the raisins, the double crunch, the one with the almonds now, amazing. The ones with the cranberries instead of the raisins
is a white people food.
Oh no, yeah.
Okay,
raisins is a grape.
Raisins is white people food. Yeah, who dries fruits? White people. So
I like dried apricot.
I mean, niggas do dry shit too, but all I'm saying is Come on, man. Raisins are
dry
not
bananas go hard.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
That
I've
shit
had
weird.
banana chips.
Banana chips.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I've had those. Those are definitely good. And I was just in Puerto Rico. They sell them in bags.
Oh, yeah.
The plantains.
Oh, yeah.
You
Oh,
know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And they are absolutely delicious. But
That shit go hard.
But yeah, nah. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Yeah. Nah. Yeah. Nah. That don't work like that.
Y'all, we ain't got to nan topic.
Yeah.
It's been 30 minutes.
Maybe we have a good time.
Let's get it started. Y'all ready?
No, we about to do RIPs.
Who died? Shit. Okay. All right.
Cinnamon
let me
Toast
start
and
over.
Fruit Loops is what Deborah
right.
says.
Let's do RIPs.
Sorry.
Do you remember the name?
I know. Yes, I remember.
Okay, so you redeem yourself.
Okay. Who died?
You're saying it.
I want to make sure we
name.
talk about the same dead person.
I mean, to my knowledge, only one person was murdered in Akron.
Okay.
Has somebody else died?
I mean, literally millions of people died yesterday. Literally.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that died yesterday.
People?
Huh?
Who?
I mean, around the world. Literally. Hundreds of thousands of deaths.
I mean, when you're being that way,
we're not going to do that.
When you're that way, correct.
Matter, okay.
All deaths do matter.
You cannot point out one without pointing out the others.
Do matter. However, some of them are significantly more important than
What's that
others.
word again? Can you say it one more time?
Significantly.
Sniff.
Significantly.
Significant.
Significantly. Whatever. Same difference.
I mean, I like significant.
I'm not doing
That's
this.
funny.
Y'all.
I make up my words.
We can
all
never
the time.
get RIPs correct. We can never get RIPs
Somebody
correct.
died that y'all know?
Not that
Oh, you just talking
we
about like in
didn't
the
know
news.
him.
Like the Akron guy?
The dude in Akron died.
Man, niggas die every day, B.
Well, not in this fashion.
Oh.
We want to highlight this one for
Because it's like some Black Lives
for
Matter
a
shit.
significant
Okay,
reason.
let's talk about it.
Yes.
Okay. So, recipes to Jalen Walker.
RIP.
He was shot at 90 times, maybe 100 times. 60 of those bullets landed.
Police?
In Akron, yeah.
Damn.
Put him over for a quote unquote traffic violation.
Okay, I did hear the story. The dude ran.
Mm-hmm.
He ran from him, and then he ditched the car and ran. And then I guess when he stopped, I guess he turned around.
Is
or
it
he
proof that he ran?
Because they said they turned the camera off. Isn't that against the law for them to turn their camera off?
Yeah, but they still do it anyway and get away with it.
They still had a.
That's like automatic guilt in my opinion.
So I don't know.
Yeah, when you turn, if you're at work, when you're avoiding the camera, we all pay attention to where the cameras are at work. You're avoiding them because you knew you're doing something wrong that you ain't got no business doing, and you don't want it on camera. So as a police officer, if you did everything by the book and he ran away like he was supposed to, why are you turning your camera off?
Correct.
Yes, they did something wrong. That's why I said, is it proof that he ran?
He's supposed to run out?
I think I did hear the story that he ran.
No, but he said that he was supposed to run.
No, I said I want proof that he ran.
Oh, you said supposedly. Not supposed to. But
no, not supposed to.
Okay. No. Here's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
The footage came out.
Mm-hmm.
The body cam footage came out.
Mm-hmm.
And it was literally way too many. Way too many officers for one dude for a traffic violation. That was my first thing. And
that happens. You ever been driving? Just be like, damn, they got 3 cars pulling this one.
That's more than 3 cars.
Why?
Cause in my head, I mean, I know we play Call of Duty and shit like that, but I mean, when you got,
but I can respawn.
Listen, I can respond. Real shit though, but you don't even start off with 90 with the bullfrog. When you started with the bullfrog, and I got one of the highest capabilities of ammo,
85. I have to do a perk for that.
Yeah. This is
like
game talk.
You don't start off
on Call of Duty, so it was just like 90 rounds.
9 officers with 1 gun and 9 rounds, we'll say,
Okay, so
They was reloading a pistol.
That's 81 shots.
Let me play devil's advocate here.
60 of them hit.
Because I'm gonna say this before I play devil's advocate. There's no way in hell no one person needs that many rounds.
Boom.
Period. Point blank. Period.
Point blank.
At the end of the day, that's stupid. But why did nigga run? That's number one. Well, you know, he evaded him. He ran. Then when he got out of the car, he ran. Why didn't he comply is what my biggest issue is. Okay, no, he didn't comply. They did not need to use the fatal for, because if it was a white person, they would have used a taser. Because there's several stories the same way where
we'll get there.
White man was tased in an apprehension, and he was armed.
Definitely get there.
You feel what I'm saying?
We'll get there.
So I get that part.
I feel like I want to answer.
I'm sick of niggas running, and
so
that's what.
I want to answer for him because I wouldn't run, but this is one of the reasons I still don't drive. I couldn't see me running, but if I know I didn't do nothing wrong, I know, and then I see 4 or 5 police cars behind me, I'm not that black man or that person that's so scared that they're going to sit there and just, yes, sir, no, sir, what's up? Why are y'all here? Why is y'all in my face?
But there's also contingencies to that too, and I'm
because they said it was a traffic violation. Right.
If you
so y'all didn't say y'all pulled him over and he had warrants out with AKs and deadly weapons. He wasn't nobody that was on no fucking Amber Alert. This was a traffic violation, so that means y'all caught him doing something,
or supposedly
traffically.
Yeah, traffically. He fit the description.
And then upon pulling him over, you found out that he did have he is armed, but we are an open carry state. We are an open carry state.
And that's what's going to happen. And again, here's the thing. Thugs do thug shit. And a lot of times we look at the end result of what thug consequences are, and we be like, oh, that didn't need to happen. But a lot of these niggas make dumb decisions. You see what I'm saying? And do dumb shit. Again, did he deserve 90 rounds? No.
Absolutely not.
Nobody does.
But nobody does. But I'm just, I just hate, that we jump on the, you know what I'm saying? That nigga didn't deserve this.
That's what the media is
I hate that they jump on the murder. That's what I hate.
Yeah.
If he was running away and it's 9 cops there, why ain't nobody just shoot him in his fucking kneecap? He would have failed. Take his ass to jail.
And you know what? I've talked to cops about that. I asked them, I said, how come y'all don't shoot
trying to
people?
Shoot to kill?
They said they're not taught to maim.
They're not. Okay.
They're taught to kill.
They're trying to shoot to kill.
If their option of using their weapon has to be used, it has to be used for deadly force.
For that.
And so that's what makes it so much crazier for me as why they pull it so quickly all the time. You ready to kill a motherfucker all the time?
Because most of them are.
You know what I'm saying?
Most of them are. But that's why most of them only kill people like us.
Yeah.
And who look like us. Because it's easier to get away with it. They already fear us.
I love seeing them YouTube videos when they be doing shit that they legally can do, and they be just dogging the police. Like dudes be walking through neighborhoods, and then the police come be like, "Why are you walking through there? Like, where does it say I can't walk?" You know what I'm saying? Like, and they just like the police be like, "But can I see your ID?" No.
And that's me.
You're like, those shits, I love those shits because I be like, I wish I had the balls
I wouldn't
to do
run,
that
but
shit.
if I'm walking down the street, can I see it for what?
I'm 2 Shaker Heights. I will to say no. I will give my I'm one of them niggas.
For what?
I'm very Shaker Heights.
Even if you pull me over, do you know why I pulled you? No, I don't. You can tell me. Well, you were speeding. No, I wasn't.
No, I wasn't. Prove it. Step out of the car, sir.
So, guys.
That's the first thing they're gonna say.
Step out. Why?
Step out of the car, sir.
Why?
Were you all demonstrating your independence this past holiday?
I went to work for 10 of those hours of National Cookout Day, and the other hours I was asleep.
National Cookout.
What up, Verb in the building? Shout out to DJ Verb.
National Cookout Day.
That's what I named it last year.
Yeah, pretty much.
I saw somebody call it National 19 Days after Juneteenth.
That's
I don't know if it was 19 days. Might have been 17 days.
I hope they did the math.
Yeah, I hope so too. But it sounded almost right. Then I also heard I said National Fuck White People Day.
That's an excellent one also.
Yeah. And not all white people, but just the ones they know.
Just the Caucasian.
They know who they are.
Just the Caucasian
The
ones.
Caucasian.
Do you know that there's no time period in the history of white people that they were peaceful people?
Never. They're a virus.
Like if you look at
They're
every era of white people in every,
so glad it's somebody else
there's
besides
no
me
era
talk
of
your
peaceful
shit
white
too.
people.
They are a
They have been
virus.
barbaric.
They
I haven't
are
seen
a
one.
plague.
I haven't seen one.
All they
They
do
are
is they
cancer.
go to a new era and they just
Even
kill
if-
people and take over. That's all they do is kill and take over and try to spread. That's it.
Even when it's their show, like just for the white people,
Yeah.
they're still being depicted
Still.
as barbaric as fuck.
That's fuck.
Y'all are weird. Like it's a lot of like violence for no reason.
For no reason.
For zero
That's because
reason.
they
I mean,
pale as fuck.
because you look at Wakanda.
I'd be
Wakanda
mad
was
too if my
peaceful.
lips was that fucking thin. I'm sorry.
And I was always cold, and my dick wasn't that big.
Like what?
Like the
They
history
have
of
fucking
the
lips.
history of how all like historic sculptures where the males' penises were all small, and the history of that is because they felt like big penises were demonic and barbaric. And small penises represented piety
abnormal.
and all this shit. And I'm like, y'all niggas crazy, man. Big dicks was like demons. Like, 'cause when they depicted demons, they would
That's
always
'cause
have
they
these
were
big
used to
ass
staring at
dicks
small
and,
ones.
and all this stuff. I was like, man, white
Shout out
people,
to
man.
the small penis though. The size does not matter. It's all about the stroke.
6.75, 7 on my tippy toes.
Lord.
That's a good line.
I
It's
did.
all about the stroke and the stamina.
I came across a post in the Fat Asses Only group.
Mhm.
You know what the Fat Asses Only group is? Like it's all about food and shit. So there was a post, and it was red velvet cornbread,
What?
but it had like beef and mashed potatoes
Ew.
and green beans all in the middle. Like they tried to make it like one of them cornbread type of things.
Okay.
Yeah, like them
probably
things.
was
You know,
good.
They made a red
Right.
velvet pot pie.
they made it red
They
velvet.
probably called it red velvet because of the way it looked.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Because of the way it looked.
correct.
When I tell you that everybody in that comment section was like, oh, this is disgusting. I would never. Like, what the fuck? Y'all just do whatever. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, so y'all are offended. And I commented this. I'm like, y'all are offended about the way it looked. Not the fact that it's cornbread. It's literally normal. But the fact that it's
So
red.
they just made the cornbread red.
Yeah.
They still made cornbread the same. They just used the red food coloring.
Supposedly.
Okay, so when you say red velvet, I assume that
dessert.
they
Red velvet
made
cake,
the
yeah.
red velvet cake.
And then
And
mixed
I'm
it
sure
with some
that's
and
what they
mixed it
thought
with
as
that
well.
other shit. Yeah,
and
like,
I'm
no,
sure
that's nasty.
the internet's ignorant. Most people are
and
dumb.
I'm sure
Most
the
people are.
visual of it did not help as well.
Yeah. I like talking
So
to dumb
they
people
was
on the
in
internet.
there wilding. I was like, yo.
You realize on the internet there's a lot of smart dumb motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
They know a lot of shit about a lot of nonsense.
I be trying my best not to talk to them now.
It's
'Cause I be
entertainment.
like,
It's
Yeah, I don't
entertainment.
It
talk to
is, but it be like, holla at me on my podcast and you can talk shit with
That
me in
too.
my comments.
That too.
You know, but like Joe Button, I'm not commenting on his podcast post no more.
Never.
Ever again.
Well, I never
Why?
had.
Every time I post something, niggas be on my neck and they can't beat me with facts.
They just got
recent-
opinions.
Yeah, it's just like I'm not one of those. If I comment on something, I know what I'm talking about. The most recent one was they posted a clip about Wale waxing J. Cole and a versus battle.
Oh,
And
that
I
kind of
was
waxing.
I was like, ain't no way.
Wale waxing J. Cole in a
like,
versus battle.
Ain't no way Wale beating
Wale has
Jermaine to Cole. Like Cole World? No, not that Cole. In a versus battle, like it's
No.
not happening.
No.
But the Wale fans was all on that bullshit. Yeah.
This
You gotta
dude
let-
was like, you can't even name 10 Cole tracks right now or features that's better than Cole. I made a whole 10 lists like that.
and I got more.
He hasn't said anything back because it's like, y'all not doing this. Cole really,
You gotta
besides Drake, any rapper that's been out since them, he waxing y'all.
You gotta understand, people's opinions
Including
are
Kendrick.
all based on their
panoramic view.
Yes.
Let's say that.
their view of music. I try to expose people to other vibes of music a lot, and people a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole playlist. Anytime I go somewhere, and I'll be like, let me put get on your
pass ops,
whatever, all that shit, whatever.
Like
now it's Bluetooth.
It's let like me Bluetooth when people say America is the greatest, but they never been outside of the
exactly
America.
Like,
you don't even have a passport. Like
you don't know what
you don't know. You have zero clue. You don't listen to shit,
and that's why. Although I'm guilty of it, like this new Drake album, I hated it when I first heard it because I was expecting hip hop and I got a dance album. Mm-hmm. So then after I massaged the fact that now I have a dance album,
got over it.
I do like dance music, so I'm like, okay. So now let me listen to what it is for what it is, and I absolutely think it's a genius fucking album.
Thank you,
because Drake is a worldwide nigga. That's why I used to be mad at Kanye, and then I got over it because Kanye, after his first three albums,
seen shit
he went worldwide.
You Chicago niggas will never fucking see.
So you can't make American hip hop.
To y'all Chicago niggas. Exactly. I can't make this shit up.
So when he goes to make what was the album? Yeezus, and he goes to make
dope.
I love
Yeezus has its place.
It does.
I don't like it as much. There's a couple songs that I really like, but as a whole album, I think his best album is the one after that, the Fantasies album. That was his best album to me.
That was before.
I should say my favorite album.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was 2010. Yeezus was 2013.
Okay. Fantasy is my favorite album of his.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Yeezus had this moment, but I'm saying he made that music. That had 2 good songs in there. That's it. 2 good songs.
Oh, Yeezus?
On Life of Pablo.
Life of Pablo.
Oh yeah,
30,
I don't fuck
30 Hours and No More Parties in LA. That's it. Those are the only good songs on that album.
I like Famous. I like the tracks.
Yeah.
But
those are a lot of the songs he made for the world, not for Captain Hip Hop here. So I can respect what it is because he made his money around the world. Them motherfuckers spent that money for those weirdo ass tracks that I would call weirdo. And Kanye was like, "Yo, but these European niggas, this shit's selling out in
I'm
Oslo.
just not an American artist. I cater to the world."
Exactly. So that's what you have to mature. Yeah. So that Drake album kind of matured on me.
Of the world, Craig.
Yeah.
World, Craig.
Of the world, Craig. We ain't all that. We some like them.
Like, of course, when it came out, I made my jokes or whatever. I'm like, it sound like I'm in H&M Forever 21.
It still sound
like that. It still sound like that. But I still fucks with it. I listen to it every day.
I say it time and time again. Beyonce is my favorite artist, so I'm different than everybody else. I love when the artists give me something different. When I hit play, I'm just like, oh, this is not hip hop Drake.
And it's still the same. Like, he's still talking his shit.
Yeah, he still is. That's why Sticky is the hardest song on there. Like, Sticky's so fucking I love Sticky. Hard. Like, that song.
I love Massive. I love Currents. I love Liability. Like, it's just Text Go Green. Come on. I'm not doing this with y'all. It's too many on there.
Yeah, it's when you listen to him for what it is.
It's like in Passion, though. Yeah. That's my only thing about it. For it to be a dance album.
It's gonna go. It's worldwide. It's a worldwide.
I understand it.
If you on drugs, you get no passion.
What I'm saying is,
on drugs.
Okay, Drake. He gave us his same flow.
I'm about to make one album. I'm about my next album.
Yeah, like he did. He literally gave us everything that Drake does on the album. He gave us everything that he still does. He just put it on house and dance type music. Like, he didn't give us anything that's different from him as
it was the same
artist. It was just like, it's still the exact same Drake. He just let me insert a different verse. Yeah. I mean, insert a different beat and a different sound, but it's still the same Drake. And that's why I was just like, it's like in Passion. It's not bad though.
Did y'all watch the versus of Marion and Mario?
Ooh, we got to get on it.
Not all of it.
We got to talk about it.
You didn't watch it all?
No, I saw enough of the clips. I popped in when I was at work.
Marion, boy. I seen, I watch reaction videos a lot on YouTube, and I saw this dude that pretty much summed it up.
My name, okay.
The best that I've seen it. Like,
my name is hard.
Omarion is all about tricks and gimmicks. Like, he's never a singer. I never personally knew that Mario was as good of a singer as he was.
Really?
Mario sung circles around that nigga.
Uh-huh.
I mean, effortlessly sung circles around that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I was sitting there like, God damn, I didn't know.
I feel like I kind of remember from like
I knew this about
awards.
I knew this about
as
Mario.
a kid, and I'm watching it every year, and he's Like,
but why
constantly.
they never matured his music? That's why I think.
No, it did. It did.
Yeah.
Now,
he disappeared.
whether or not you went to go
I
listen
probably
to it,
didn't listen to
right?
it, yeah.
There, that's the thing.
And plus, I'm not an R&B nigga. You know, if
There
it's
you go.
if it's slow
I'm
neo soul,
I'm very
I fucks with that,
well
but-
aware
Yeah.
of Omarion's current catalog
Yeah.
and Mario's current
You
catalog.
can't
Like,
spell Omarion without
Mario. You can't. And I still stand with that. I don't give a damn what happened on that stage.
Yeah. Yeah. Omarion, but the water.
Omarion played
the
every
watermelon,
single
though.
song. Every single song that he should have played.
It's all
Now,
about the
unfortunately,
hits.
he didn't perform it the best,
Yeah.
but he did what was needed to be
Two
done.
songs that he did do, I really do like by Omarion. Just I don't give a fuck. It was the one song that he got with Drake.
Reason to Look.
song with
Yeah,
Drake.
Yeah.
In the studio. Some
The
shit.
shit. It's a slow jam.
Oh, yeah.
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 I don't feel like
Which is a Missy Elliott and Timbaland remake.
Exactly.
Right.
And they
just go on
just
title.
that, and then the
You want me to
song
play
he
it in
got
the
is
background a
called
little bit? I can play it in the background.
Mutual.
When
Mutual
I'm
is a
alone.
I
dope
love
ass
Oh
song.
my God, Mutual.
That's
is
probably
amazing.
my favorite
That whole
Omarion
album.
song. No,
If it
I
wasn't
listened to
for,
the
if
album
it
and I was
wasn't for
mad
this,
at it.
if it wasn't for this nigga,
Yeah.
I never would have listened to the album. But that album,
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't.
and he
I
did
tried
some
that album.
standout tracks
Oh,
from
he
that
played
album.
Bria's Interlude?
Yeah, he
okay,
did
now that,
Bria's
yeah.
That shit's hard.
Okay, yeah,
But of course, they
is.
auto-tuned a lot of it. The nigga can't do that shit live
Yeah,
at all.
which is unfortunate.
And if you don't have a good mixer for the auto-tune, then
You know, the
sorry.
best,
If
the
you don't
best,
have Mike
but the
Dean there,
watermelon though, yo.
the best thing that came out of all this was
that was some coonery
was
shit.
Usher's Tiny Desk. Did
I
y'all
watched
watch
that. I watched that the
I
other
watched
day.
Yeah,
it
I just
today.
watched it today.
You know
Yeah.
what? Usher is another one of the motherfuckers that I didn't. I knew he could sing, but I didn't know that I liked as many songs of his that I do.
I
Yeah,
thought I was
yeah.
gonna be Usher when I grew up.
He is literally like
You
if
think I'm
Usher
like-
and
I'm
Ray
dead
J made a
serious.
baby.
Yeah,
I
What,
thought
Usher and
I
Ray J?
was-
Usher
I
and Ray
thought
J.
I was going to be
if it was
Usher.
possible, that's him.
When I grew up,
Are you
I
serious?
knew I was going to be Usher when I grew up. I used to know how to sing. I was in the choir, all of that solos, like all of that. I hit puberty, voice change, and I'm just like, oh, I don't sound the same like I used to.
Chris
I don't
Brown
even like my
voice
voice no
change
more.
too.
Yeah, and Chris Brown.
Is that versus happening? Usher versus Chris Brown?
No.
People been posting it. Is that just
No.
we
internet
want
fodder?
it to happen. I don't know if it will
But no, it's
happen.
not. I don't think it's
I
happening.
know if that was a real thing or somebody just
No,
trolling.
it's not.
It's a
real.
thing that
okay.
everybody wants to happen, but,
But
it
that'll be
hasn't
that'll
happened.
be enough.
Just like
Usher would
Mary
kill
J
him.
and Tony. Everybody wants that to happen, but it's
Who?
not.
Mary J. Blige and Tony Braxton.
No, I want that. to
Didn't Mary J.
happen.
did one
We
already
want that
with
to
Faith?
happen.
Wasn't
No.
that Mary? Didn't they do a
Some actress.
No.
back in the pandemic time? They didn't do a Mary J. Faith.
I'm just talking about.
Yes, they
like,
did
the-
a versus.
Faith Hill.
Faith Hill, nigga.
That was.
Faith Evans. This nigga said Faith Hill.
Yo,
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
My bad. Faith Evans.
yo,
Faith Hill. Yes, Faith Hill.
Faith,
I don't even know no Faith,
Faith Hill.
Faith Hill is a country singer. now that I think
exactly.
about
So
it.
why did you go
I'm
there?
sorry, Auntie Mary. I'm
This
sorry.
nigga said.
No.
And somebody correct me, but I think during pandemic times there was and they did this whole, this is sisterhood, and Mary J. and Faith Evans had a versus in the 2020s.
Auntie Mary ain't had no verses. I know that for a fact.
Who did we got the internet? Why we thinking about racking our
I'm about
mind?
to
We
look on
got
my
the
phone.
Yeah, the internet is available to us.
I'm about to Google.
I had an argument with my cousin the other day because he want to argue with me, and he like, nigga, look at that wall. I got all them degrees. I said, nigga, all them degrees is right here, and I know all that same information that you pay $107,000 for to get. That paper don't make you mean nothing. It's right here. We in the
Paper don't
future,
make you
y'all.
mean
This
nothing.
is crazy.
You sound like a
Could you
old-ass
imagine being a
man.
kid with this? Like these kids nowadays have the world in their hands, and it's crazy.
These kids nowadays can make money playing video games.
Yeah.
That's where we trying.
And
Just
when I
being
was back
good.
there fucking
Just
up my
be
hand
good.
on them Nintendo joysticks, going because track and field, you had to do that to go
We
fast.
be dogging niggas in Call of Duty. We don't fuck around.
I watched y'all a couple times with that Call of Duty shit. I never got into that game, but I like watching people. I used to like
Yeah.
watching my son play Fortnite. I
Okay.
loved watching my son play Fortnite.
Does he play the?
He ain't played it in like 5 years. He's 20
okay. I was about to say because they got the no build version.
I have no. What do you mean they can't build nothing?
So yeah, because that was my gripe with Fortnite. I'm like, I can't shoot and build and get a rate from niggas. Like it's a lot going on. Like
That's why I say I would watch niggas do that.
I don't think
shit,
she's ever had one because it's not coming up.
They would fight, shoot, build, fight, shoot, build. It was like it was all, and you would have to just strategically. My son would like it was just a strategic thing.
Yeah,
I can't wait till they do a Fortnite movie.
I can't build and be strategic all at the same time. Like I gotta be strategic with my gun, and that's it. I can't be building shit to hide from.
So the no build one they already got shit set up. Yeah,
not even set up. It's just you don't have to build because even in the build version, like you would have houses because you got to go in the houses and buy and not buy, but you gotta and find guns and shit. Like I don't have time for that. Drop me around 3 niggas and I'm dropping all 3 niggas with this gun. Period.
I wish I was in the gaming, man. I don't want to be in the gaming.
I don't have time,
well,
fam.
If you ever want to shoot some people in the face,
I
don't have a system. The last system I had was PS3. I've never had a 4
the missus
or 5.
Is in the building. Hey, missus. Oh, Donna is in the building. Hey, Donna, sis, I miss you. I left my phone at home on 4th of July, the early shift that I worked, because I wanted to come find you.
Can somebody
burner it?
What? Burner what?
Never mind.
Burner what?
I'll hit you up later, Donna. I'm helping you out.
Okay. Can y'all verify internet?
And Faith Evans ain't did no.
Faith Evans did a versus.
She did not do a versus, so you must be thinking about when she was on that singing competition, the Masked Singer. She was on that
show.
I used to love The Masked Singer,
but she ain't did no versus battle. I'm reading articles and everything. They want her to go against.
Then
Mary.
I don't know what I was listening to. I don't know what I watched. I think I watched the versus battle with Faith Evans and Mary J. Blige, but maybe that was some other bitches.
Mandela effect.
All part
was
of
it CERN? Was it CERN? Did you see that shit?
No, what's that?
Y'all know what's going on? Listen, I ain't gonna mention it.
No,
I ain't gonna mention it.
Get me hip, nigga.
No, somebody tried to say something about some
Give me a shot of that whiskey too.
CERN. I don't know if I'm saying it right. It's CERN or something.
Pour me in. I ain't got a cup.
You didn't bring his cup.
I did bring his cup.
There go one right there. Red solo.
I'm talking about your podcast.
That's his cup. I know I brought him one.
No, I don't want much. I just want it because it's gonna make me sweat.
You get to keep your cup.
Oh, this is an everything and then some cup.
Yeah.
Man.
Branding is important. So if you're gonna be drinking, at least drink with.
Do y'all have? Did we ever give y'all these T-shirts?
No.
We don't have any more either, and I'm trying to get a rebuild of them. We're going to get that going real soon.
Please.
Yeah, we got a lot of things that we need to do.
Carisha, please.
Yeah,
we need that as a drop. We need that as a drop. Carisha, please.
Did y'all want to talk about McDonald's boyfriend?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's get on that. Yeah. You seen it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know. We gotta catch up because I was on my deathbed.
You want a chaser?
I got water.
Okay. Water. My goodness. Okay.
McDonald's. Let's get to it.
So you're talking about when the young lady asked her baby daddy to pull up on her? That one?
Yeah, he pulled up. He asked the McDonald's for his kid. And she like, you can't just feed the one kid. So he's saying she full of shit.
And why the fuck can't you?
Let him explain.
Oh, you're right. Go ahead.
So her gripe in the video, very hoodly, very unladylike-ishly, very baby mama-ishly. She attacked this dude about him bringing his child something to eat. Now, there has been a subsequent video where she went online explaining her position, when I also gave her a little bit of kudos on her position because
I knew I wasn't true.
Some more information came out as far as the situation. His kid is the last kid, the youngest child. So when they were together, of course, those older kids were around. So he did cater to those older kids at a period in time. However, since their breakup, and it was probably because of her foul ass mouth and her extra hoodisms, and most likely the fact that her eyelashes,
she got a bunch of kids with different daddies in the first
and
place.
the fact that her eyelashes were halfway coming off on both. They was like they were sideways on one arm. But anyway, bless me. Yeah, he didn't. What I was saying is I give her the credit on the fact that he did have a relationship with those kids. So if he is going to bring a kid some food, he could have, as a respectful person, be like, okay. But I also, those weren't his responsibility. And I was also saying, fuck them kids. Them ain't my kids. And I'd be the nigga on all the little memes outside with mine. Just the two of us. You know what I'm saying? Again, but I ain't that type of person that would do that, honestly. If I'm bringing food and I know there's more than one child, I am going to bring more than one child some food. I think that was rude of him to bring him. He should have took his kid if he wanted to feed his kid. I feel like I'm
putting on my fuckboy cap for once. I am not. And I just feel like at the end of the day, sis, if you needed all your kids to eat and you knew for a fact... You knew
her food stamp card didn't come till next week?
I don't give a fuck. That's not my problem. I don't live with you no more. We're not sucking and fucking on a regular no more. It's my responsibility now, since we're not in a relationship, to take care of my child whenever you need assistance with it, if you hit me up about it. So if sis didn't hit him up on some, hey, I know you'll bring your kids some food, but I don't get my food stamps again until X, Y, and Z. Ain't no food in the house. Can you bring all the kids some food?
He like, nah, I'll feed Dante, but that's,
then he ain't shit for doing that. But if you just hit him up on some, can you bring your child some food? And he just bring his child some food? No, I don't give a fuck what he used to do for your kids. Yeah. He used to do for those kids when y'all used to be in a relationship, when it was his responsibility to do it.
Where they daddy at? You know what I'm saying? And she like, don't worry about where they or whatever she said. Maybe
okay, well then worry about them being hungry. My child is fed. Bye, sis.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's maturity versus what's your responsibility.
I think
she should have opened up her mouth and asked.
For me, it's the lack of communication for me.
That's why she should have opened up her mouth and asked.
They kids. They young. You see them.
Well, let me just say this. And I'm just speaking for me. If it was me with 4, 5 motherfucking kids or whatever the fuck,
damn it, was that many?
I am going to provide a way to feed all 5. Now, when baby daddy of any one of them, I don't give a fuck, brings a meal, I think that's weird to me, because I'm like, fam, like, I got this. Mm-hmm. You didn't even ask if he needed something to eat.
Right.
But I'm only speaking from, I guess, the standpoint of, has you been doing what the fuck you supposed to do as a mother?
You wouldn't have to ask on for no
food.
Then we ain't gonna worry about
that's a sad state of mothers these days, especially young mothers. Like I've seen a lot of good young mothers, but I've seen a lot of, I ain't even gonna say young, I'm gonna just say mothers, period, because it's young and old mothers that there's some trash moms out here.
It really is.
And I know that there ain't no book to this shit, and I know that certain women are I ain't gonna say put in certain situations. Certain people create certain situations that they may not have wanted it to be, but it is what it is. But at the same time, there's a lot of trash thinking people, and it's just you just feel sad for them, and you hope shit. Y'all watch Atlanta?
Yep.
Did you watch the last season of Atlanta?
Yeah. I haven't watched any of the newer seasons.
You saw that first episode, the 3 slaps one, when the little boy got sent to them white folks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She said them white folks ain't gonna do nothing but try to kill you.
Yep.
Okay. And that was exactly what they was
trying. He was at the parade and he was like, nah, these white folks trying to kill me. I was like, nigga.
These white folks, this black boy went to this foster home, and they was dipping chicken in flour and microwaving it.
Oh my God, it was terrible. It was terrible. Kids. I felt so bad. You gotta watch it. Like
you gotta watch it.
I got so much stuff I need to watch.
He said, I still haven't caught up with Gilmore Girls.
Don't
my God.
disrespect me like that.
Oh my God. Not the
What is it? Charmed.
I love Charmed.
I know you do.
I like Falling Asleep.
Gilmore Girls. No, Gilmore
It's in
Girls is one of the most boring shows of all time.
I haven't seen
Put
this
that right
episode.
over there with Seventh Heaven and One Tree Hill.
I
like
All them
Seventh
shows
Heaven,
y'all
One
like.
Tree Hill, and Dawson's Creek.
Oh, that one too. Boring as shit.
That's a
Now,
like,
Dawson's Creek theme song is legendary, but I was
shit.
not watching that boring ass shit. These pale ass people,
Man,
get them off my
James
screen.
Vanderbeek, my nigga. Y'all ain't never see the deeds, the goods. You ever see the movie called The Goods?
Nah.
You need to watch that. The black dude, but Ving Rhames, that was his favorite show, was Dawson's Creek. And he was sitting in the hotel rooms. It came on. He'd be like, James motherfucking Vanderbeek, my nigga.
One Tree Hill was boring.
You watched
One
it
Tree
to
Hill
know.
was good.
It was boring
I
and
like
white.
I like
On the CW. See, the CW took over the
One
WB.
episode
my
is
girl
enough.
loves CW. Like, she loves all that white
But
people
what
shit.
makes
My
me
girl
mad
is
about
white.
the CW
I
is
think,
that
I
it
think
took
that's
over the
why
WB.
we're together.
The WB
No,
was the black
it
programming.
took over UPN.
Well, before it was UPN, it was WB because all the black programming was on
all
those
of
stations.
them.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
then just overnight, one day, we thinking we about to watch our shows, watching Girlfriends and what was the other ones with the sisters and shit? Sister.
Nah, there was One-on-One, Girlfriend.
One-on-one, all of that, and it was just like overnight. The shit just got
erased.
It disappeared overnight.
Damn,
all that
it was
shit,
4 shows.
and we just started getting
Ally McBeal. No, that wasn't on that
Ally
station.
McBeal was good though.
It was another one.
Ally McBeal was good.
I did like Ally McBeal only because I liked the black girl on there, Nicole Parker, Lisa Nicole, something or another. She had some giant jugs. Loved them.
Y'all.
Hey, big boobs are nice.
I like big boobs, and I cannot lie.
R.
Speaking
Kelly.
of boobs, what'd you say?
R. Kelly.
Asia?
R. Kelly.
You went straight there after the video.
I mean, we haven't.
I mean, the girls he likes are flat chested, so that wasn't nice. That was victim shaming. I'm so sorry.
I want to
because I just dragged a young lady on my friend request.
Him in jail, like just to fuck with him.
I feel like somebody may.
Like he in that cell, and
or it's definitely gonna happen since he got 30 years.
Or would they put him somewhere where he won't get fucked up, where he wouldn't be like that because he's a celebrity? You think he gets celebrity treatment in jail?
No.
He's gonna be in Gen Pop.
Yeah.
General, like,
I think he is. Yeah.
What if you start seeing pictures of R. Kelly that's swole as fuck, looking like
it's
Kimbo
been long
Slice
enough
and shit.
that he's been there that he would be in General Pop. That's what I think. Like, it's not even.
He gonna write an album in jail. Would you listen to it?
I mean,
I told Laugh like all I want from him at this point is get you some help and some therapy. Then when you get out of prison, become a gospel artist.
No.
Would I listen to it?
I don't want to.
I want sex songs from jail.
I'm gonna listen to this because I'm nosy, but I ain't gonna,
Lock me up, lock me up.
Beck gave me a heads up and said you still love the nigga R. Kelly. No,
I do love R. Kelly. I just lock me up.
I can't handcuffs.
Do it. Ooh, P.O. I need my lunch. Can you bring your sexy hands to me? Ooh, P.O.
And if you ain't giving me another I Believe I Can Fly, I don't want
I
it.
believe. Well, it would be like I don't know. I can't even think of nothing that'd make it funny, but it would be hilarious.
Like I can't.
I believe I can fly the cool.
30 years wasn't enough. That's how I feel.
He's gonna die in jail unless he finds some way to get out. But
you think I think he's gonna kill himself.
He got a whole nother case.
And you know what?
His Chicago stuff.
On the outside looking in,
one case, right?
And I mean, on the absolute outside looking in, I'm not looking at this shit as none of that. Like I don't follow any of this. I enjoy R. Kelly music.
I do.
I always have, and unfortunately,
I never thought about young kids when I listened to it.
I haven't either.
That's number one. Number two, it's like, fam, I don't know how I would feel if he kills himself in jail. And
well, they thought Bill Cosby would kill himself, and he didn't. And Bill Cosby got out.
Wait, there's some other shit that's releasing about that
Bill Cosby didn't do nothing but what niggas did in the 70s. These people was just having buyer's remorse. They was
I can't say that
because your feelings were hurt in the situation. Again,
that doesn't make it okay.
They weren't victims.
No,
you're not a victim.
Yes, they were.
No, they weren't because a crime wasn't committed. There's no victims.
If the court says
drugs and women's drinks,
as they all did in the 60s and 70s.
I understand.
So what was different about Bill Cosby? He wasn't predatory on these bitches.
I understand what you're saying, sir, but that doesn't make it okay.
I didn't say it made it okay, but it made it acceptable for the time.
That doesn't make it acceptable because everybody else is doing it.
So again, if we're going to
our parents told us all the time, for all your friends is jumping off a bridge, you're gonna jump off the bridge.
We can't just jump to reparations.
Because if you want to hold people accountable for their past sins,
reparations are never going to happen for black people.
Okay, so you just chalk it up as fuck it, but we're gonna diss Bill Cosby for all the greatness that he did.
Know that
greatness. Fuck a couple bitches in the 60s and slip them to the greatness of what? Bill Cosby? What do you mean? What greatness? Are you seriously gonna sit here and say there's no greatness in Bill Cosby?
What greatness? Wow. I've asked you more than once. You haven't told me anything
because
great that he's done.
There's too much to sit here and
besides
for me
being an old black man.
All you gotta do is look at him. Look him up. He was greatness before this bullshit came out. Was he raping chicks in his 60s, 70s, and 80s? No. This was back in his party years when that shit was something that a lot of niggas did probably.
And they all need to go down.
Okay. Well, how? You want your mama to put you on punishment for some shit you did at 10? I'm guaranteeing you.
I got put on punishment then.
No, some shit that she didn't find out about that you did. There's some shit that your mama don't know you did. If she found out now, does she got a right to punish you for it now? You like nigga? That's
she can try.
I mean, she can try, but the point point I'm making.
She won't.
The point I'm making.
I get the point that you're making, but no, it's not.
It's
not
stupid, man. It's dumb to want people to pay for past sins. Yes, if it catches up to you. That's fine. I'm not saying you could have killed somebody in the 70s and they find you, don't convict them. No, if you finally find somebody killed somebody, that's a different story. But I'm talking about this whole culture of you hurt my feelings and now I think I needed some payment for it. You made me feel insecure. Now I need you to pay me for it.
I think that's
I don't agree with, but they wasn't
Where's the
suing Bill Cosby.
Let me jump in.
What was the victimization?
You keep saying that he hurt their feelings.
They didn't like the fact that they were in a situation in which they were vulnerable. That's what I mean. People have been in vulnerable situations, but do I get to sue because I made a bad decision? I went over Bill Cosby's house and he drugged me.
It's the accountability shit that we be talking about. I'm telling you,
we are big on accountability.
Would you go there?
Why are you there?
Now I'm there with you. I just need it. We need it.
I'm all for I'm all for holding whoever it happens to them accountable for, like you said, why are they in the first place? Why are you in the studio with R. Kelly? My thing, the only thing that I'm saying is at the end of the day, even as you said, they made a stupid decision.
Sure.
And they decided to kick it with this person. He still was the one who put pills in the drink.
Okay.
I don't care everything that happened after that.
Wasn't the first thing time that happened.
Hey, but that doesn't make it okay because it wasn't the first time.
Trying to make it
or
okay.
because it was everyone around him.
Why is it punishable?
No, but I think the other thing...
It was punishable because you did some shit that you ain't had no business doing. That's illegal.
We've all done shit we ain't had no business doing. How did it affect their life?
It's not illegal. It's not illegal to go over a nigga with money's house. It is illegal to put pills in people's drinks till they get to the point where they can't say yes or no.
Did he cause them harm in life?
Yes. Some of them bitches... Ooh, you
psychological harm.
Some of them he did.
Get over it. We all went through psychological. Everybody been molested. Fuck you. Get over it.
Oh my God.
Get over it. Life is a bunch of downs that you got to find some up in. Get over it. Shit happens. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying you can't expect to be compensated for being a victim. Everyone has been victim. Your narcissism makes you think that you're good enough to be paid for your pain. That's narcissism. What about my pain? What about her pain? What about everybody's pain is worth something to them?
Now this is true,
man. That's whack.
It is true, but
the Deshaun Watson shit.
You want You
don't
want another
deserve
flip
nothing.
side to that?
What?
Bill Cosby put himself in a position of power
Sure.
because he was out here doing that
Could
fuck
they have
shit
left?
where he has the financial funds to we can do
See,
some
I'm a
shit to
victim
make it
blamer.
better.
I think chicks in short
I'm
skirts
not
be
a-
asking for it.
I think we have been on this podcast to the point where we
No.
have been looked at as
A woman should be able to wear whatever she wants to wear and go outside
Absolutely.
the
You
house
have the
without
right
you
to do
thinking
what
she
you want to do.
deserves some dick.
But the
she
same,
got a
I didn't
short
say
short.
deserve.
But when you
No
go
one
back to
deserves
that
it.
person's that you don't want to fuck, his hotel room, like it
What
looks
I'm
weird.
saying is
It
they
does.
know it.
Wearing
Any
that.
woman that dresses provocatively knows how she looks. She knows how people interpret how she looks. You're not going to dress that way not knowing that. So you can't sit here with your titties out and say, don't look at my titties. That
So
is
why
the
do men
dumbest shit
sag?
ever. Huh?
Why do men sag?
Well, that's a whole nother story.
No, it's not. It's the exact same thing.
They sag
You
because
said
that's
no.
some gay
That ain't no gay. That's
is some gay shit.
No,
That
it's
was
not.
started
It's
in
the
jail.
exact same thing.
Do you know the origins of sagging pants?
I do.
Okay,
It
so
means
that's why
that it's
they do
available. It means you available to get some
And
dick.
so that's why
to be
they
that
do it.
hoe. So all I'm saying is, men. This is. I'm glad we have a straight man on the show because
I'm straight.
this
but I
is
lean to
why
the side.
I know.
Lord.
This is
I lean to
why
the side. I look over
Not
at
I
y'all.
know.
I feel like men, like the reason men have an issue with gay men saying something about a man sagging is because we still think how y'all think, and men have sick. We sick. Cause I know when I see a man sagging and he
That's
got
true.
a fat ass all
I
out,
think he's gay.
yeah, like I fuck it being gay. Like nigga,
especially
I
since
will.
I've realized that there are gay thugs out here.
Yeah, so my thing is,
I think they're gay
if you
immediately.
think of it like that,
Yeah.
then you can't really be upset with, especially if she has bigger boobs. Like she gotta always wear a button up shirt.
No, you can wear what you want to wear, but don't act
She
as
should.
if the attention you
Self-control.
get, don't act as if the attention you get isn't because of what you've displayed.
But self-control.
No,
I
I 100%, Jerry. I'm not saying ooga ooga booga go grab a bitch's titty just because they out. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is women who do things for a certain reason.
Fam.
So you cannot expect.
Nah, I just see. Okay, let me interject.
But that's even Lav. If Lav went out, y'all
Let me-
know
let
Lav
me-
straight
let
as
me-
fuck
let-
don't want
let me-
nothing
let me-
that got
let
to
me-
do with the
hold on,
man.
let me, and this is
Okay.
this is where I
Not
interject,
yet.
fam.
Not ever.
She ain't had me. No, I'm just. I'm talking my shit. Go ahead.
I be wanting to go to the pool and be in a 2-piece.
You
shit like that.
can. You don't like the attention.
I don't.
But why do you let the attention
don't.
affect you?
I don't let it affect me. I still do it. It's uncomfortable.
But you're a woman. You probably get approached and all that type of shit too.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So I can get it.
Unfortunately.
So I can get that. As women, y'all, and I get it. But all I'm saying
But
is,
I think we're only speaking from the women's point of view.
Yeah.
We're not speaking from like anybody else's point.
men dress to impress women. That's the only reason. And women dress to
got it.
impress women. So it's all about
the
impressing women.
Is it?
Yes.
I dress to impress myself.
But
Yeah.
there's some women in there
But
too.
You think?
You.
I was raised by women, so
But the point I'm making is, if there weren't for women and my
they're the goats.
internal concern about how I think I'm presented to women that I want to find me attractive, is the only reason why I wash my balls. I mean, because I think that's most men. We only get haircuts because we want to look
for women.
For women.
Yeah.
And again, and women don't dress for men, y'all, because women always talk about why men talk to us at a gas station. And I had to tell a girl, because y'all, everything else about y'all at the club is a lie. So at the gas station is where the truth is.
That's
The club is where the lie is.
Yeah.
That's some logic for
Yeah,
you.
that's true.
Like a
That's true.
motherfucker. If
That's
I
true.
see you in sweatpants and no makeup and I'm still finding that attractive,
Yeah.
I know I'll find
Yeah.
whatever else happens attractive. But that's why you get hollered at the gas station with your bonnet on or whatever, and in flip flops. Because I see an ass jiggling in them little pajama pants that you wearing. I see some titties jiggling in that big ass oversized t-shirt, and
I ain't gonna lie, I look best
these
in
are
mine.
These are the facts.
Yeah, so that's why.
Yeah.
Everything else about women are lies. Bras, makeup, eyes, the high heels, the girdles. It's all lies. All of it is a lie.
Yeah, girl.
And then they be saying, I need a man to tell me the truth all the time. Don't ever lie to me.
For what?
Hold on, let me tell
we
my girl.
We ain't even gotta go here. We can go here. Hello?
Right.
Hello?
Like you I met you lying to me. You lied to me when I met you. Those aren't your eyes. That is not how your stomach looks. Because you took that.
Remember in that group when I made that comment? And 200 people fucking liked it.
What comment?
I don't know. They said something along the lines of like, why do men like studs and blah blah blah, this, that, and the third? And I was like, because my titties are real.
But you consider yourself a stud?
Like all?
Are you identified as a stud?
We ain't gotta go there. But you know what?
I don't identify. I remember the comment.
I don't remember the
man.
Stud to me is women who think they're men. That's not identified.
They don't think they're men because
the ones that do you walk around with a strap on?
No, they don't do that neither. That's the thing. They don't do that.
You know that I do.
Now there's some that do.
I know two that do. I know two.
And that's two fucking many. How do you know that?
I don't assume that all of them do it, but I kind of do assume that they are.
This is why Living Single is one of my favorites.
Oh my God, no.
I know
I said I was going to stop calling you a whore because of that song.
I know. No, it ain't that I had nothing. No, I'm just no.
I'm not walking around with.
Yeah, and she went. I remember she went online one day and she was dogging. She was like, "I'm sick of y'all niggas coming up to me and my girl thinking that y'all that we want any of y'all dicks. We don't want y'all. I got my own dick. I stay strapped." And I'm like,
so
and I know her, and I know that's what she does. She'll walk around with some sweatpants on and she see a bulge. I don't know her financial situation.
She probably don't want to be a man.
You
like
know what I'm saying?
That's the other thing. Like I consider myself. Okay, let's just clear all.
Without before you about to clear some shit up.
Yeah.
Macy Gray said. Macy Gray recently said that just because you get equipment, like that doesn't make you a woman, or vice versa.
Well,
that doesn't
to be
make you
completely
a man.
fucking honest, not y'all, but people, society these days have discounted the woman. We can't even be the ones to bear children and blah blah blah. We have to share it with those who identify as. I'm sick of this shit.
Who's changed the narrative of who women are?
I'm sick of this shit.
There's two sets of people who changed what the narrative of women are.
Now, because I don't take dick, I'm less of a woman than a man who changed into a woman.
Right.
That's fucking crazy.
Transgenders and drag queens changed what women are viewed as supposed to be like. You know what I'm saying? So
I was gonna say white women, but
white women have been always privileged.
Fuck it, let's go there.
I was gonna say
let's go there to the white women.
Yeah,
let's do that. Let's just keep it there because you know what
they've done the most harm to women as women than anybody ever walking in. Even as nasty as men are to women, the mind frame, like how we talk to them sometimes, how we treat them with lack of anything because bitch you bad. So like I get it because I love women. I love everything about a woman. I just don't want to have sex with them. So I'm actually always looking at women more, talking to women more. Like,
that's how I feel about men.
Y'all beautiful.
I really,
they're beautiful.
I love men. I love seeing
men. White women.
I love men.
You think about
I want y'all to do.
White women don't support nothing but a white man or whichever man in front of them that they're
the most exhausting shit I ever dealt with in my motherfucking life. I'd never do that shit again.
White women elected Trump over Hillary.
I'll never do that shit again.
Trump was just the worst thing, but Hillary wouldn't have been that much better. But it wouldn't have been Trump.
Hillary wouldn't have put people on a Supreme
exactly.
Court who would have got rid of Roe versus Wade.
And
whatever.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like she was qualified. I don't care.
Whatever alternate fucking universe, I would love to see that when it comes to her handling.
She probably would have actually been the first president to make it a legit law that can't nobody change, or the Supreme Court would have been on some, no, we need to get out. She would have been the first one to be on some, no, we need to look at where we're at now. It's not fair. Like, white women did that.
Read what Carla just wrote.
Carla said we can't change our DNA. If they dig us up later in life, our DNA is only going to say male or female. It won't say what we identify as.
And that's where I draw the line at. And that's why I defend the Dave Chappelle side of things when it comes to the whole, because he said, you know, you got your gays,
facts are facts.
You got your gays, your lesbians, and your queers and bis and all this stuff. And then it's like these trans people are just fucking it all up for everybody. To me, because it's like, I'll be on board with you, but you make it as if like that whole LGBTQ whatever other letters is going behind it. To me, is doing exactly the opposite of what it's setting out to do. It's saying, you can't label me, but I'll label myself. When people try to label themselves in certain corners, like I'm this specific type of person, like to me, there's only 4 categories. I said this on our show. It's either you homosexual, heterosexual, non-sexual, or you like them all. That's it. There and you got variations of all that. You feel what I'm saying? So, and the ones that like them all is a big category. Okay, you might like both and you go, but they want to split that up into all kinds of other shit. For what though? What do you want to split that up for? What is putting a category on all the extra? I like this specific type of queerness.
And I think the other biggest disconnect is that even though I identify with whatever letter there, I still don't know what the fuck going on.
Let me ask you a question personally. Do you consider yourself a woman?
Absolutely.
So you identify as a woman and you do womanly things. You just have a sexual preference. So that to me is what life should always be. And you don't have to fight. You know, if someone calls you she, yes, I am. I'm a she. It's the ones that be on that. It's narcissism. Everyone feels like they are more important than the world.
I agree.
You feel what I'm saying? You need to, if I see someone who I see as a woman and I say, work in a hospital setting and I see a lot of people who identify as something else. And I would say their government name and they would correct me.
Shout out to them all.
I'd be like, hey, Steve, whatever. They'd be like, it's Athena. It was this one name, Athena. And I'm like, why get mad at me for not knowing what you personally identifies as?
See, but I think,
like, do you got a name tag on?
Yeah, like, that's the shit that I don't get. You get mad at me for what I don't know about you. If I knew that about you, then I would know that you identified as that. But if I don't know you, then don't expect me to know. I know 2 things: the nature of life creates male and females. That's what life creates. So that's what I'm going to categorize you as first, before I start subsetting you. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I feel about
Out of respect.
I mean, again, it's narcissism, man. People's narcissisticness makes this world as fucked up as it is, because the individualism of everyone feels like it's more important than everyone else. That's how you get the Karens.
We clearly ain't got shit else to do except like divide us even more into like smaller subsets. That's how I see it. That's how I've always seen it. At the end of the day, I'm a black woman. I'm treated as a black woman every time I go outside.
And when we dead and gone,
whatever I lay down,
that's why I always say black first. At the end of the night, the gay shit. I'm a black man.
Right?
What is it?
Whatever I lay down with at the end of the night is what I lay down with at the end of the night.
When
no one knows
Jenner's
that
bones is dug up until 1,000 years from now. They're gonna be like, this male. You know what I'm saying? This was a white Caucasian male. They ain't gonna say this was Caitlyn. Look at the bones. Look at the cheek structure.
This was Big Frida.
You
think Big Frida go?
They will do that. Never mind. They'll do that after they got the information, but that's real shit. When you're dug up and they do your DNA, our DNA is not gonna say
what you think you are,
male, but got surgery to be identified as a woman and have woman attachment.
And it doesn't mean
you
that
know,
I
our
dismiss
DNA is not going to say that. It will still say
I don't
male.
dismiss people who say they feel that they are. You know, they
you
say
can feel
you
however
are who
you
are. Be
do whatever.
you.
I don't.
But don't make
respect
me. Don't make me the victim of what I don't know about you. That's what the problem is. If let me get to know you before you judge what I don't know about you. Does that make sense? You get what I'm saying? You know. So, and this was Trans Talk here on Everything and Then Some with your guest Burner, your host Lav Love and Just Jerry, and I'm your guest Burner, and this was Trans Talk, sponsored by
Unmentionables.
He said Trans Talk.
Trans Talk.
Sponsored by Prosthetics.
Prosthetics?
If you need an extra limb, holler at them. That's their slogan.
Holler at them.
You need an extra limb.
If you need an extra limb, holler at them.
Prosthetics.
Oh, standing ovation. Oh my God. They said on FuqYoCouch in the comments and stuff he used to do stand up.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That is true, y'all.
That's funny. I just got asked today to get back on stage.
Do
something. I ain't been on stage in like 2.5, 3 years.
I can't wait to see Lavish See Lucky one.
You do comedy too?
No, she's a rapper. Stop playing with her.
Oh, I don't know what she do.
She's a rap. She does everything.
And then some.
But fact.
You see what I did there?
Yeah.
See how I connected those dots?
That Lavish See Lucky one.
How do you like those dots?
I will come to your comedy show. You're funny.
Thank you. I've done a lot. I did comedy from 15 to the pandemic. I did stand-up comedy pretty frequently.
So did the pandemic make you stop?
Well, it stopped everything. And I didn't have the passion for comedy to make comedy work by any means necessary, as a lot of those people did during the pandemic. You know, Zoom comedy shows and all that type of shit. I was like, you know what? I'm straight. Then when shit started opening back up, I've never been the type of dude that did open mic comedies. I don't think open mic comedies, although they are good for exercising material, it isn't the type of comedy that I find motivating, because I want to make a genuine audience laugh. And practicing that, to me, I've been practicing all my life. So I understand working out jokes. I get that. And those who do it as a profession, I respect what they do. They'll go to open mics to work out material. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I get on stage, I'm either going to be funny or I'm not going to be funny. And I need to make a genuine audience laugh. I don't want to make a bunch of comedians. I don't want to try to prove myself to a bunch of comedians at an open mic night. And that's what those end up being. You get 13 comedians, you get bumped because the other comedians going in, and you end up going up for 10 minutes. You waited all night to go up for 10 minutes at 2 o'clock in the morning in front of 7 other comedians. And it's like, that wasn't my thing. I want to go to a crowded bar who's sitting there or whatever, people sitting there and they want to laugh. And they came to them to make them laugh. I can do that. I can do that just right now off the top of my head. You know what I'm saying? Right. Boogers. And people were like, what is this nigga talking about? But I can I can do that. I'm not someone who is into the craft of writing jokes and making sure the jokes, and maybe that's a flaw of mine at this moment.
It may not be a flaw,
but that's just how I approach comedy.
If they hitting you up for them bookings, take them, get that money.
Yeah, but I know I'm still funny, so that's why I don't feel like I missed a beat.
That's why I feel like I'm not funny. I would not ever do no type of stand up, nothing to try to make everybody in the room laugh. I'll host the event. Shout out to me. I do have number 2 coming up.
Oh shit!
But I'm not a comedian. Like, nah, those people are funny. That's
stand-up comedy is a whole nother animal than anything.
People make everybody in the room laugh.
Yeah. Because here's the fuck shit about stand-up comedy. Stand-up comedy is like in music. When you go to a concert, you want to hear Luther Vandross's favorite hit, greatest hits. You don't want to hear no new Luther if you go to a concert to see Luther or whomever you name your band or to be your favorite. You want to hear the greatest hit, the shit that made you fall in love with them. But in comedy, if you're not freshly funny, you get lost in the sauce, and it's a whole new ball. You have to constantly create in comedy, and for a lot of people that doesn't come easily. They might get a set that they got funny and roll with that, but to constantly be funny and to find current things, funny is a task.
I always thought it would be like more difficult only because like I can't. Kind of like if you were on a press run as a rapper, and then you do like these freestyles, right? You can't do the same freestyle,
right? Because it's like, we heard it already.
I would think the same for a comedian.
Comedians is freestyle.
You have to keep doing it.
It's all fresh shit.
Man,
all fresh material.
And and that's why I've always respected it. I've always thought of it like that.
Dave Chappelle and them. That's why you can't take your phones into these high, you know, because they don't want you recording the material, because that material is going to be used for them to make money later.
Right.
And once you hear a joke,